Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Daily Bisling. Jane Cebrysnki is back, and today we're talking about the power of mantras. So, Jane, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Lindsay. All right, so just true to our tradition, give me a 10 moment.
My 10 moment is staying true to myself and identifying the times in which I get a little tired. And it's from, being pulled in a lot of different directions over the last couple of weeks. It's been really busy on the work side. And so I just needed to take a little bit of time to rest and recover. So glad that I did. I found some winning strategies over the weekend and over the last couple of days. So feeling like I'm getting back to myself again. So that's been my winning strategy of the week.
Oh, I love it. And, I hear energy management in that. And, ironically enough, mantras are something we can talk about from an energetic standpoint. And I'm just going to put a little different maybe twist on it, because most of the time people are familiar with mantras from a yogic or Buddhist kind of thing. And, where it's attached to a noise or a sound that you might make. And actually, mantras can be repetitive words or repetitive sounds that create a vibration within us, which is actually energy. You can use it for energy management. And I just thought we could have a little bit of fun with the concept around mantras and how, we're using them probably every day, but we don't even realize it. And thoughts?
I completely agree. And I actually think of you, Jane, because when we talk about coaching, one thing that you taught me is just how we go through different seasons of life. And these seasons are only temporary. They're not forever. So if we can identify that there is an end point, there is a finish line, if we can get through it, then we have an ability to celebrate that and move on. So for me, the mantra that I always keep in my head is that this is just a season.
I love it. I love it because the idea for me, at least around mantras, is they can help with energy management. So if you're feeling in a negative space, or even if you're around, in the yogic world, I mean, they're designed to ward off, negative people, negative energy that might approach you. And of course, sometimes we are our own negative energy. So it can really take us from a negative space to a positive space, which shifts our energy. It can really help build that resilience muscle, because it might be a saying that keeps us moving forward when we're facing an obstacle or a challenge. And, the reason it came to me today was because I injured my foot, and I am doing a 30-day challenge to do 10,000 stairs in 30 days. And so having an injured foot was like, I couldn't put pressure on it. And it was like, how am I going to do this? And once it started to heal, but it was still a little sore, I'm like, I was determined to do the steps, but I needed a little mantra to keep me going. And my grandmother, had a phrase in our family, keep on keeping on. And that mantra has been in my life for a very, very long time. It's in my family. And it immediately came to my thought process. And so as I took every step, I was just like, keep on, keeping on. And so mantras can be another tool and a strategy that we use to get through difficult and challenging times. It helps to center us. It helps to draw our attention and our focus to that mantra. You want it to be positive, of course, and it could be a simple little saying.
Well, and I think this conversation offers a lot of inspiration and a new way of thinking. So for those individuals that don't typically think in mantras or have those motivating thoughts, Jane, what would your challenge of the week be?
Well, really just see it as a repetitive sound, a word, a quote that you just repeat over and over again. It could be, as simple as just saying, I am peaceful, when you're feeling really frantic, and you just repeat it over and over again. It could have a little bit more, umph around it, but just go out and find those words and phrases and sounds that resonate with you and incorporate them into your toolbox, and feel free to draw on it anytime you need to shift the energy, you need to change your focus and draw your attention, to you.
like all things, it takes practice and repeated behaviors in order for this to become second nature. So I would just encourage people to find something, then stick with it and be more mindful of how often you're using it.
Yeah,
So, Jane,
love it.
appreciate you and appreciate you joining us for this conversation on the power of mantras.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. Have a great day.